Okay guys, here we are. So this is my 2007 Mazda MX5 NC Sport with the option pack. So to start off with, I've had this car for just over 18 months now. It's a 2007, it's clearly denoted on the reg, and it's the 2-litre Sport model with the option pack, which means that we have a Bilstein dampers on all corners. We also have the larger uprated wheels and a limited slip differential with a 6-speed gearbox. In terms of ownership, I have to say this is the best car I've ever owned. It's truly great on road, in every manner really. It's super comfortable on long journeys. We've got a lot of nice goodies on it which make it excellent for just cruising around, comfortable, and obviously we've got this convertible roof which I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, in terms of ownership, it's not the most expensive car to run. Getting around 30 to the gallon out of it, that's on a good run. Given that I do 200 odd miles a week, it's no garage queen, as you can see by the dirt. But no, it's a really comfortable car. Its handling characteristics are fantastic, and the transmission has got a buttery smooth shift that is just makes it a joy to drive. In terms of practicality, obviously it's got some compromises, as every car of this nature does. Yeah, the boot is fairly large. It's enough to get golf clubs in. It's not really one that you want to give your mate a lift to the golf course with, because there'll be nowhere for his clubs to go, but you can get racks for the back of them, which obviously you could then stick the golf clubs on. Yeah, in terms of ownership costs, since I've had it, it's had a major service which was between, well, depending on who you go to, £200 to £300. That includes plugs, all new fluids, everything like that. This also had a minor service which was £110, but I bumped that up because I had the transmission fluid and the LSD fluid changed, which just makes it a bit more better to drive. But yeah, it's coming up to 82,000 miles. It still feels tight, and it's, yeah, like I said, it's a true laugh to drive. So it's got halogen lights, which are an absolute nightmare to change. It involves going under the wheel arch here, and getting into this place here, which obviously underneath the bonnet there isn't much room, so it's a bit of a nightmare. But in terms of that, there's a small price to pay for a car like this. Reliability has been absolutely faultless. The only thing has been the key. Every now and then does stop working, but normally that's just I have to change the battery over. It's only ever had one light bulb go. It's passed all its MOTs without advisories. No, it is just really a fantastic car. It's had new pads and brakes, new tyres all around. Cost me 280 quid for a decent set of Avons. And no, it's a really good car to drive. And yeah, honestly, I think you should get one. So in terms of a few things that you need to watch out for when you're buying one, evidently here is these. Now these stickers are on every single one of the panels. Obviously I don't want to give away my chassis number because it could be copied, but yeah, so these are literally on every single panel. One here, one on the door. There is 3 underneath the bonnet. There's one on the actual main tub here. If we just open the bonnet by pulling down here and open the boot, we'll look at the boot one first. As we can see, we've got one right in the middle of the boot lid here, and also we've got one on this door, and we should have one again on the tub here and one back here. And yeah, if we look under the bonnet, we will have one there, and one here. And all this is Mazda's way of telling you whether the car has been damaged really. If the numbers match, it's either absolutely okay or has been repaired by Mazda. But if they don't match, it's a bit of a warning sign really that there may be a few issues with the car that you're looking at. In terms of engine, what to look out for really is obviously check the sort of chains and belts, check the oil, check fluid levels. This is special FL22 coolant, which only needs changing every 11 years or something ridiculous, so that will come up on the service schedule. Your battery's here, your air intake box is here, just check that, make sure that's all in tow. And yeah, obviously our brake fluid reservoir and the cross braces along here, they're quite important. But apart from that, there's not much that can go wrong with these cars. If they're properly maintained, they will be absolutely fine. Okay guys, so here we are in the interior of the MX5. It's a pretty standard car really. We've got our steering wheel here, multifunction. We've got our gauge cluster, which is just fuel, rev counter. Quite interestingly, it's got a motorsport inspired oil pressure counter. We've got our speed and our temperature gauge. In terms of temperature, it's not too bad really. It's relatively quick to warm up. We've got our central lock and control here, and our electric mirror controls down here, as well as our boot open button, which is just there, and a bonnet release next to it, which is just a pull. We've got our headlight height adjustment here, there, and our passenger airbag, so it's all pretty standard stuff really. In terms of storage, we've got a glove box. It's a fairly decent size, this glove box. In terms of the storage, we've got a cup holder there, 2 cup holders down here in the armrest which are closable, and a cup holder here. As you can see, I've been using them to hold my glasses. In terms of mods I've done to the car, I've fed a new USB port in. It's a cigarette lighter fed one. I've fed it through the panel here and back into the back here, so I've got my dash cam hardwired in, as you can see here. We've also got an auxiliary cable. Now this is aftermarket. The part was about £7 from Amazon. It plugs straight into the back of there. It's properly coded, so when it's on, it comes up as the aux input when you press media, so it's all officially done. We've got our 6-speed gear knob, which is, yeah, again, transmission's fantastic, as I said earlier, buttery smooth. Worth getting a transmission oil changed if it hasn't already been done, because it does make a huge difference to the way the car drives. We've got the full leather package inside this one as well, which again, just nice little extra touch. You've got heated leather seats, as we can see here. Here's the seat heaters. We've got a heated rear screen and mirrors. We've got our modes here, our temperature, aircon, and then we've got our fan speed here. Traction control button off there, press it once and it goes off, press it again, it comes back on. We've got our light stalks and everything, standard headlights, fog lights, indicators, and then we've got our 3-stage intermittent wipers, which again, fairly fine to be honest. Another storage thing we've got here is a nice little cubby, and here's your fuel release here. And yeah, let's move on to the roof then. So the roof, as you may well know, is famously easy. All you need to do is press this and pull it back, click it in, and then just to do the reverse, just pull this button here and pull it over. Okay guys, that's all for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you found the video helpful. Really appreciate the subscription, especially now Google have decided to screw all small creators. So yeah, thanks again for watching and take it easy. Cheers guys.